What's up? I'm Isaac.
I got hit in the face by a stripper.
Damn, no soul.
And I'm Nick. I'm like a fat girl in 7th grade at 7 a.m.
Welcome to the Bargoyles,
where we break down restaurants, bars,
and the chaos of stand-up comedy.
from bad Yelp reviews
To heckler horror stories,
we've got the inside scoop.
and the laughs.
I was gonna say I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Shout out.
Who needs therapy when you got the Bargoyles?
What is up, everybody? How are we doing? Oh, yeah, it's not a live show. We've been doing too many live shows. It keeps fucking me up. We got another one coming up next fucking week. Come check us out in Ocean City.
I'm wearing
It's
the
going to be a
shirt
good
from
time.
the Valentine's Day
Yes, you
one.
are, but they don't know who you are yet because you haven't been introduced. Love you to death. My name's Isaac Ignacio Bennett, one of your hosts here on the show. You can see my name on the board there. Give it up for Corporate Nick as well.
Hey, it's your boy Corporate Nick. I'm very sleepy.
Ooh, a sweepy weepy boy. Yeah, you've had a long fucking weekend. Yeah. And, like we've said, we always have a rotating door co-host. Some of your favorites who've done the show before, some of your non-favorites who we brought here today. Give it up for my friend, Carson Hale.
How we doing? Time to bomb again.
Yeah, twice in one day, man. Twice in one day. Holy shit. But this next guy coming here, you guys may recognize, if you've been watching the show pretty religiously, you've definitely heard his name too many times. He's been brought up almost every other episode for the past 3-4 months. And it's funny because when I tell Virginia comics that his name keeps getting mentioned, they're like, oh, I only know him casually. DC, apparently he has a fucking reputation for being a bar enemy. And we're going to get to the bottom of that here. Give it up for my friend, and hopefully not yours, Gabe Popescu.
Hey.
What's up? How do I say it? Did I say it right or wrong?
It's technically Popescu, but I've heard it bastardized in
I've
every
been
way.
corrected by Ace saying it's Popescu, and I was like, it's Popescu.
Well, by who?
Yeah.
Ace?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, gotcha. His real name's Anthony. He doesn't know how to say shit. No, that's fucked up. What's
No,
up?
the worst I heard it bastardized was someone said a Poopescu, and that was in middle school, so you can imagine how 8th grade went for me.
Oh, yes. Ooh, Gabe Poopy Pants.
Because
Yeah.
that was on the morning announcements.
Poopa scoopa. Oh, man. I could just
Just
imagine.
roasting you on the announcements.
Boys, let's start the show like we try to, where shots are like handshakes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ay, caramba.
Cheers.
Aye.
Ooh, that's some good tequila.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a tequila. I don't remember. It's been so long. No, I think I remember. I think it's the Epsilon 12. Then that's Azul. Well, it's not even Azul.
It's
Got
the
it.
That was
Bargoyles
pretty- that was
TM
really
tequila.
Got it. Now, before we even get into anything talking about how debaucherous this motherfucker is, Nick, can you do me a favor and play Shout Out Gabe? Thank you. I appreciate that.
Saw that a second
Oh,
ago.
boy.
Shaking head, I can see, I can hear it.
Have you said something? You're assuming that they're all debaucherous, drunks, and alcoholics. Like, Shout Out Gabe.
Gabe.
Right, here we go. He made his way onto the show again.
So what I'm doing is I'm going to compile a compilation of... We've shout out Gabe like 5 times.
Gabe flips.
Like you'll see comments like at the end of the night after their set, just like slurring and shit.
Shout out Gabe.
You know.
What type of slur?
Shout out Gabe.
Yeah.
Not imagine being sober, hanging out with some people that, I love Gabe, but if I was sober, I don't know if I could hang out with that guy.
No, I love Gabe.
Shut
But
up, Gabe.
we were all also just recently doing karaoke, and all Gabe did.
He doesn't remember at all.
He doesn't remember.
I told him
He
I told him about last
blacked out.
night.
Yeah, because he was just
specifically what he's
screaming.
talking about. So,
His song.
Gabe Popescu. Yeah, shout out Gabe. Play that to talk about.
Okay. What is the most embarrassing thing you've done?
Shout out Gabe.
Gabe. No, Gabe was probably there.
I don't know the Marines that have my back versus fucking Gabe.
If
Shout out
something
Gabe.
goes down, yeah, but we're...
No, I love you, Gabe. If you watch this, I love you very much. Just don't black out, please, and scream at me again, or I will sober kick your ass. No, I'm kidding.
Give it up for Gabe. That was for you, the little fucking. Yes.
I can see I'm very loved.
Very. Love is the
allegedly.
word. Love is the word. I don't know if that's the one they're using to describe
Very
me.
much noticed.
Yes. No, what he's specifically talking about there is when because you and I talked about Dan singing his song, and you were like, I don't remember that. And I was like, you remember karaoke? Like, I remember karaoke. Do you remember Dan, his song? Okay, so then, yes, you blacked out.
I remember he did a song, but
Yes.
I don't remember what song it was.
So he did. Were you were there? Yeah. So he signed up for John Lennon Imagine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and I just did All-Star over it. I remember now.
He did All-Star over it, but then you did the meme, and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming.
I remember. Yeah, no. It all came back to me.
Yes, that's how blackouts work.
No, sometimes they don't come back
Need
to
a
me.
friendly nudge.
They went out and got cigarettes. I get it. Okay, yeah. But, no, this is fucking. That is Gabe Popescu, Puff It Up, Poopy Pants. This guy has been mentioned on the show more times than I care to mention, and we just started keeping track of it and been trying to get you on the show. This is the first Tuesday show I think we've ever done.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, we adjusted our schedule to have you on. We are so psyched to have you.
Hey,
bro.
man, and I appreciate that. I think I mentioned to you, too, that I can get a guest host for my open mic. So if you want to do this again on a Wednesday, we can figure it out.
Okay, there you go. Perfect. Fucking A. No, we don't invite people back. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. No, we like
That's
it. We
my
like
way
it.
of
Yeah.
saying I'm happy to be here.
Fuck, okay, got you. Thank you. Fuck yeah, man. Totally cool. So you're based out of where you again?
DC.
DC? Okay. Yeah. And have you always lived in DC or?
No. I grew up in Virginia Beach for most of my life. Like, my family still has a house in Virginia Beach. Went to college in Charlottesville, and then I ended up in Richmond for grad
You
school.
did some time in Charlottesville, yeah?
Just one night.
It was a well-lit night.
No, I went to UVA, so I remember that happening pretty distinctly. Started comedy in Richmond, and then I moved to Nova, like Arlington, for work, and then I realized Arlington fucking sucks. Everyone there is normal SpongeBob, so I'm like, I should just move into DC. So I've been there for like 2 years now.
Holy shit, Jesus. So you've basically done all of Virginia. Like
I've been in DC for 1 year. I've been in the area for like 2-ish years. But yeah, most of Virginia.
Yeah,
Except
but I mean, Charlottesville, Virginia, like all the places in Virginia people
except
go
meth
to.
country out west.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, fucking Farmville, Virginia. Yeah. Okay, that's fucking crazy.
They have that gay school called Virginia Tech out there, but
Little Blacksburg.
Oh, is that? Oh, I didn't know
I'm
that.
sorry, I legally have to say that with a UVA degree.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't know that. I know there's an Asian guy who holds the record there for, what was it, most kills? What was it?
Yeah, he prestiged.
No, I remember.
We are really good at holding
I
records.
remember you probably don't remember this because it didn't really. It didn't get much media attention, but there was a school shooting at UVA a couple of years ago too, and I made a joke. I was like, "Damn, we can't let tech have anything."
Jesus, what the fuck, man? And
There were
so,
two guys from Duke who thought that was really funny.
oh yeah, Duke guys are just happy you're not talking about what they did at college. Right. It's like, oh, it's not about us. Sorry, it's not about us. Oh, yeah, you guys suck, man. I'd hate to be accused of something, but you guys are awful.
That comes 10 years later
Oh yeah, that does. That
when they
happens.
remember.
That's fucked.
Never forget.
Never forget. Never. Well, if you roof him enough, they won't. So yeah, that's fucked up. I hate that I said
Worst
that.
part is the hypocrisy, really.
Well, no, Duke guys hate the hip hop. I think that's what they hate. So how'd you get started?
But they
in comedy?
really like Eminem. Anyway, how'd I get started in comedy? I don't know. I've always been kind of like, I've always like strived to be funny.
Yeah.
I never did stand up before COVID because I always had a little bit of social anxiety. I was like, I can't get up on stage.
Hey.
Then at one point I was like, I should just fucking try it, you know? And it felt natural, and I haven't looked back. It's like heroin. I haven't stopped since the first time I tried it.
Hooked from here on. Yeah, that's how the heroin works. Fucking hey, what were some of your first rooms in Virginia or Richmond? Because I've been trying to like get down to Richmond.
So the first spot I ever did, actually, I'm pretty sure the brewery closed. It was this one brewery called Isley Brewing.
oh, Isley, what? Isley
yeah.
closed?
I'm
They were
pretty
legend,
sure.
yeah. Holy
I'm
shit.
pretty sure, but the second place I
Damn.
went to,
Permanently closed, yeah.
yeah, second place I did is an open mic that's still running. I think it's the longest running open mic in Richmond, Home Sweet Home.
Okay.
My good friend Jacob McFadden runs it.
No, shout out Jacob McFadden.
Home sweet home. We've been there.
For the mic or just for the
No,
dive
that's
bar?
me when we did Richmond. That was the.
Oh God, the
that
one with
they have all
the second floor that's about to cave in,
and it has all the fucking
in Carytown.
Yup, yeah.
People tag their upstairs.
You've been there. So you weren't there for the mic. You were just there.
we were just passing through. We had something to do that night.
There,
we did a podcast at it was like an underground hip hop.
It is like an 11 out of 10 dive bar. I fucking love that place.
We were there,
like
$1 Pabst Blues, and
yeah, dude, that's how I also gained like 25 pounds when I started doing comedy, because I would drink like 12 PBRs a night.
Yep. For $20. Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, this picture is
that
very
fucking
flattering.
Rooftop. Yeah.
That is not fucking sweet.
There was literally 5 of us on the second floor, and they're like, "Oh, we packed this place out." I'm like, "With the 5 of us, we could fill the floor giving in." We're like, "No."
Yeah. So the mic is on the second floor. It's a very like tight and intimate mic, but it's very chaotic, and it's some of the most fun I've ever had at an open mic.
I can imagine.
Sometimes a random homeless person wanders in. Sometimes that homeless person goes on stage. It's always a fun time.
Gabe Popescu. Fucking weird. Holy shit, man. That's crazy. Yeah, we've been to that spot. Which I was like, no, we down home. Because at first I thought it was pulling comfort. I was like, no, okay.
I just had that for dinner the other night. But Home Sweet Home. That was a wild place. There wasn't shit going on because it was during the day, but it was like we just kept picturing Friday night college bar.
Oh yeah,
upstairs, dollar PBRs.
In 2024 or 2023, 2024.
Yeah,
dollar PBRs is crazy. That's psycho.
Nuts.
Holy shit.
I mean, and I also distinctly remember one time my friend being on stage, and then suddenly we hear someone downstairs throwing a chair, and 2 people just start like a massive bar fight.
Checks out.
And this guy's trying to do his set over the bar fight, but no one's listening. So at one point he just goes like, "Hey, fuck you," like downstairs. I don't think they heard him. But
spaghetti.
Trying to do some comedy up here.
So, what rooms did you first start doing when you hit DC there, Gabe?
The first room I did in DC was Public Bar Live. That place doesn't do an open mic anymore, and it was
sucks
fucking
for comedy.
Dog shit.
Yeah, I believe that.
It was one of those mics after the show, right, where no one sticks around.
After what show?
They had a showcase and then an open mic after the show.
Yeah, of course.
Which
yes.
is
what a terrible setup.
But there was a place. The worst setup for a show I've ever seen was this one place in Richmond that would do a full open mic, and then at the end of the open mic, after everyone got crowd fatigue and left, a 30-minute headliner to walls.
Wow.
But
Jesus.
Sounds like an Alex Starr show.
but
We don't
anyway,
need that one.
anyway,
That's the Alex we've been talking about this entire time.
Yeah.
the first place I started going to regularly in DC was probably the Adams Bomb open mic.
Oh, Lax's,
when they were Lax and Coonan when they were still at Dirty Water.
Okay.
When it was really chaotic late night mic. Fun times, and I still love those guys to death. Yeah.
Oh, Lax is amazing.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get him on the podcast, but I don't talk to him.
I don't prioritize their open mic as much as I used to at the old place. Still love those guys to death.
What is like your general rotation? Actually, just give your plugs real quick and talk about your general rotation, just so anybody at home can find you.
All right, well, I'll start with the place I'm at usually every Wednesday, fucking Simple Bar and Grill. I run my own open mic with my dearly beloved co-host Earl Wyatt.
Earl's your partner with that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
And
we definitely gonna have to cut out that shit we were saying. Okay, yeah. Yeah. If your business partner's gonna watch this, I gotta.
Well, business. It's not like we make money off of it.
I know, yeah, but it doesn't sound cool to say.
He hears me say horrible shit all the fucking
yes,
time.
But we're not
we wouldn't be running a mic together
Okay.
if he hadn't.
All right. So you got Symbol Bar Wednesdays with Earl.
Yeah, and I
Shout
like
out
to
Earl.
tell people that I run the most open mic in DC because I don't have a Google form, I don't have anything. I just tell people like message me if you want to get on the lineup.
Nice.
Let me know if you have any time constraints. Depending on how many people have, I can probably accommodate you. And the bar doesn't have a hard out, so I can run the mic as long as there's warm bodies in the room that want to perform. Usually not much of an audience, but it's a mic. What do you want? Some weeks we've had like 5 to 10 people. There's weeks we've had 40 people sign up.
God.
I had to be there until like 12:31 in the morning.
And you let all 40 go up.
Yeah,
You're
dude, fuck
crazy.
yeah.
Holy
I mean,
shit.
by the end of the night, we were cutting them down to 4 minutes instead of 5, but still.
Okay.
Do you play any ping pong at this place? Because I'm looking at the description of this place. Pub
Sometimes
eats
they have
craft
a ping
beer.
pong table, but not always.
Oh.
Usually during,
It says they have a ping pong table.
Usually during the mic, the ping pong table isn't there. I've seen it out for the open mic like once or twice, and I thought it would be really funny if someone started bombing and you just like hit ping pongs at them.
would be
I would
hilarious,
not have the hand-eye coordination to do it myself. I would just embarrass myself, but I think it would be really
Oh, if
funny
you could hit it
someone
into
did.
the Miker's cup, fucking, you could drink for free all night. You could drink for free all night. Holy shit. Jesus. So I guess I
You
can
get
say
to hit
this,
a bombing comic, you get a free drink.
That's something right there.
Any other rooms you want to highlight, or if you got any showcases you want people to come out to? This episode comes out next week.
Yeah, showcases, off the top of my head, I have one with Karan Singh and Danny Michael on June 13th, I believe the day is.
Yeah.
And that's going to be out in Northern Virginia.
13th. That's the first of the Juneteenths, right? June 13th. Okay, gotcha.
Is that Juneteenth?
Is that going to be at Emiliano's? Do you know? Emilio's, is that the room?
I
we get with
believe
them?
he told me it's at a place called X's and O's.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Access. Okay, I've heard good
Emilio's
things.
is the open mic.
Is the open?
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
Good
Yeah.
pizza. Shout out that pizza.
Yeah, that pizza is delicious.
Any other, I mean, I hate saying any other showcases. You got so much more than me, so, but anything else? Yeah.
Apparently not, because I can't think of any right now. I had two pretty cool shows last weekend up in Frederick, Maryland.
Oh, Celador?
Yeah, I did the Cellar Door Sunday show. They were doing a music show. They had me hosting with my guitar set, which was a lot of fun. And then I
guitar
did
set is-
my friend, yeah, the kind of same shit I did
Yeah,
on
yeah.
your. And then I also the day before hosted my friend Uncle John's show at Liquidity Ale Works. So,
Okay, shit.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. Damn. And where can they find you? What are your socials?
Instagram 50. That's spelled out 50. Shades of Gabe 98.
50 Shades of Gabe.
And 98 is numbers. But yeah,
Okay.
50 Shades of Gabe 98.
And any other socials that you do?
I mean, that's where I post my
That's where I
comedy,
post, yeah,
pretty
I'm-
much.
I've been realizing, man, Instagram was the one I did the least of. And then once I started doing comedy, I was like, shit, man, if I would have put all this attention I put into Snapchat, into IG, I would have had a pretty decent following. And
Snapchat I
my
only
Snapchat
still
was
open
legit,
because I have like two of my best friends from high school.
Yeah.
Me and these guys have streaks that are in like the 3,000s of days.
God damn.
Right? And it's like I just send them a picture of like my face every day, but it's like if I kill this, I will kill myself. Like it's like literally 10 years at this point.
Oh, yeah. That's fucking psycho.
You can
Holy
like
shit.
email them and call them and get a streak restored and all kinds of
Oh,
shit.
can you? Okay, yeah.
You can like call their like
You
I
gotta
don't
like pay for premium, don't you?
I don't know.
You can.
There, you used to not have to do that because I know one of my friends had to restore a 2,500 day streak recently.
Jesus. Snapchat, the fall off of
Which
Snapchat
also
has
is
to be
probably the
studied.
gayest thing I could say, talking about my Snap
Oh, no.
streaks.
I knew my last relationship was over when I was like, oh, our Snap Street's about to end. Oh, that's not the only thing ending. Oh, shit. I'm glad you guys think it's funny.
I
Oh
always
no,
thought
my
that-
Costco membership is about to end.
I gotta renew that one.
That one's the one that matters.
I only thought that Snapchat's only for like titties only. You know what I mean? Like, what's
I mean,
the
I have
point?
titties.
You know? Okay.
There was a point. Yeah. It's Snapchat's a weird social media.
Well, it's like now
space.
all my friends are all old, so like it's just like, oh, here's my kids. It's like, who cares?
Oh, if they're snapping their kids out, I'll follow them. No, that's fucking psycho. All right. Fucking hey, Jesus. Tell me a few more plugs out of that. Shoot your socials. Let them know. Fucking,
Instagram at Cardell57.
You have a show this weekend, but this comes out afterwards.
Yeah.
Anything next week?
Be in Ocean City, Maryland on April 12th with this motherfucker.
Yeah. But no, you're the week before, right? Oh,
Yeah.
this
Yeah, but
weekend.
it's-
Okay.
so it's this
Gotcha,
Saturday.
Gotcha. Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're taking the podcast out there.
Yeah. So,
Oh, that's going to be fun.
yeah, check it out.
Fucking A, yeah. And what's your IG?
Cardell57.
I-
Cardell 57.
I listen to too many podcasts where they're pro about like, hey, let's do our plugs, and then I do this only with open micers. And
All right,
whatnot.
well, this
I'm
is
like,
my butt plug.
they're like, do your plugs. They're like, What are we doing?
That's what I got. Yeah.
No, dude, talk about more about your stuff. Like advertise. No one's watching. Okay, got it. Yeah. My bad.
I'm also on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your fucking music from. I have a bunch
There you
of
go.
weird shit I recorded in my bedroom during COVID under the name Sir. That's SIR space Circumcision. Circumcision. I swear to God, that's not a bit. That is actually my Spotify name.
Love that.
You'll know it's me because there's an album called Music to Drive Drunk to. Another thing I'm genuinely not joking about.
I think you told me that like last year when I first met you. Yeah, because
Circumcision.
that's coming back to me. It was like a Solly show. Circumcision, yeah.
Yes, that is my name on Spotify and Apple Music.
That's not something you would have a flashback of.
There's an
oh God, did I get
instrumental
circumcised
album.
at Solly's?
There's an instrumental album I have on there where every song is 4 minutes and 20 seconds long. Very autistic, but I had fun making it.
You had to stretch for an extra 16 seconds. Oh, you had to fucking get these bars out. Okay. That's fucking ridiculous. That's so fucking. That checks out. That checks out. Yeah, you mentioned
It was
I didn't
around
even know that
this
the fucking
time-
thing was called an Epiphone in your life. I was like,
It
yeah,
was
I have a
around
phone.
this time I've been playing guitar since I was 5. It was around this time I realized like I can't even take like making music seriously. Maybe comedy is for me.
There you go. Okay, that checks out. Holy shit. So,
Which is a simplification, but you know.
it's an oversimplification. I mean, at 5, we all were trying to be funny, right? No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah.
Were you a funny?
That's
kid
still
growing up?
where I
Oh,
am
dude,
mentally.
yeah. But I would always do anything for the laugh. You know what I mean? I would act. I would just be a fucking idiot, dude.
I did win class clown in my high school, so there's
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. There, yeah, everyone's proud of you, man. Out of Virginia Beach. I love that for you.
But he also got into UVA, so it's like class clown. But then you also got into UVA.
Nice
It's
school,
like,
yeah.
that's-
Holy shit. Yeah, that's the crazy thing I want to touch on. Like, fucking, every comic I know is just the degenerate who doesn't actually do anything, or they're retired and don't have anything else to do. You're one of the only comics that I learned of recently where I was like, how the fuck are you going till 1 a.m. at Simple Bar, letting 45 comics go up, knowing you are one of the only comics I know that, like, is really doing, like, real shit? Like, what the fuck?
Have you ever heard of a functional alcoholic?
You know, I used to think I was one until I got my 2 DUIs.
Funny enough, I told you my car broke down this weekend. The one time I decided to not drive drunk.
Of course. If it was drunk, if you were drunk, the car
I'm
probably would have
kidding.
been working.
I'm obviously kidding. I don't drive drunk, but
Allegedly. There we go. That's how we do that.
legally, this is a show.
Let's get into a game here we've been trying to work on a little bit. So
play a game.
this is a little thing. You drink bourbons, yeah?
Yes, that's what I'm currently drinking.
Nice. So what
From my very nice Bargoyles branded whiskey glass.
limited edition? I don't know where this bitch got it from, so you can't buy it in any store.
I'm gonna steal it like I do cups from bars.
There you go. Nice. I know where you live. I do. Yeah. That was a fun fucking time. Yeah, so this is 2 truths and a bar lie. What we did was every single cocktail that we know of, a very famous cocktail, as we are the Bargoyles, we like to talk about cocktails.
And
They
cock.
all, I mean, that I talk about that on my OnlyFans. They all have wild origin stories. There's every drink you know can think of has like 7 different origin stories because so many people are trying to claim credit for this shit. So what we did was we compiled 3 stories from a cocktail. We're gonna read them and then decipher which ones are true and which one's a lie.
So, do you guys know, or are you just quizzing me?
I know. They don't know.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, pull it up, Nick. We're gonna start with the Manhattans, right?
We can. Yep. Start with the Manhattan.
Cool. Let's have Carson read story number 1 for the Manhattans.
Popcorn reading.
Dude. All right, here we go. The Manhattan Club Theory, 1860s. Nice. The most widely accepted story claims that the Manhattan was invented in the 1860s as the Manhattan Club in New York City. At the,
They don't. That's why you
don't.
read.
That's why you read it right.
At the Manhattan Club in New York City.
I probably should have had Ace on.
Yeah, dude, like, this is the worst part. This is my hell
I
right
think
here.
Ace can read better than
This is
Carson.
my- He's got glasses at least. All right. According to legend, Dr. Lane Marshall, a famous bartender and physician, created the drink for a banquet hosted by J.P. Morgan. I'm sorry.
I feel like I'm bullying you right now. I'm sorry, bro.
I start off strong and then I just lose it.
You did not
Okay.
start strong.
If that was strong, I can't wait to see what happens next.
All right, here we go. Hosted by J.P. Morgan in honor of the presidential campaign of Samuel J. Tilden.
L. Jackson.
The drink was made with rye whiskey, sweet vermouth, and Angostura bitters. It became such a hit that it was named after the club and soon spread to other bars.
I'm also going to interject here and say this game is called Two Truths and a Bar Lie.
Yes.
But only one of these can be true.
No. Theoretically, yes. Theoretically.
So 2 lies and a bar truth.
No. So what it is I when I said this in the intro, every single really famous cocktail like this have like 5 different origin stories, and they people just agree. They're like, all right, well, some people.
So I thought you fact checked it and figured out which one was like.
So I fact checked and figured out
accepted.
what are the 2 most popular, and then I had AI create a lie.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
That's sick.
okay. You're one of those AI artists.
Yes. Do you like your shirt? Because you seem to.
Yes. For the first time I've worn it, it's pretty fucking good.
You're gonna like your shirt. The shirt we made for you today. You're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one. Nick, go ahead and read story number 2 for the Manhattans.
All right. The bar legend theory, mid-1800s. Some people attribute the invention of the Manhattan to a bartender named Blackberry at Waldorf Astoria Hotel. It said he invented the cocktail when a patron asked for something strong and smooth. He mixed the whiskey with vermouth and a splash of bitters, then garnished it with a cherry. The result was the Manhattan. Regardless of the true story, the Manhattan became an iconic classic cocktail and remains a staple of whiskey-based drinks.
That's how it's done.
The third story here is Charlie Manhattan from 1865. In 1865, a suave bartender named Charlie Manhattan invented the cocktail after a customer insisted on something strong enough to conquer the day. Charlie mixed rye whiskey, sweet vermouth, and a dash of bitters, and then garnished it with a cherry for just a touch of class. The drink was so successful that it became known as the Manhattan, after the bartender who created it, Charlie Manhattan. And just like that, the cocktail became the drink of choice for every ambitious New Yorker. So, Gabe, our guest here today, what do you think is the lie, and what are the truths behind this origin story of the Manhattan? And don't worry, they don't know either, so they're going to guess too.
No idea.
Well, now I'm just trying to figure out which one of these reads like AI speak.
Oh, true. Okay. Oh, no, I had AI write all of them as well. I rewrote it. Like, once I found the truth, I put it through AI to craft it.
You're just telling that you're telling me that to fuck with me.
Nope. I use AI for
we
everything.
use it for everything. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens when you don't have natural intelligence. I guess.
Exactly.
But
Thank you.
UVA said try next year, 5 years in a row.
I'm fucking with you, Isaac.
West Virginia.
Yes, inbred college.
Yeah.
You heard me read, so.
I'm happy
He said that was strong.
Me read yet.
He said that was strong. I just want to make sure that's known.
No, I had a good sentence, and then it switched. It's the line switched. My eyes got fucked up.
Yes.
I am dyslexic, all right?
I'm going to guess that the Charlie Manhattan story is the lie.
Okay. Any reasons?
Just because the name Charlie Manhattan doesn't sound real.
It'd probably be Charles.
Yeah.
Chuck.
Chuck. Yeah.
My second one would have been the bar legend because it says regardless of the true story. But I think I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Gut feeling, I'm gonna say Charlie Manhattan.
Okay. Boys, do you want to vote?
I'll vote next. I also go with Charlie Manhattan. It just sounds bullshit. It is like the name, like Chucky M's over here, you know? Charlie Manhattan. Like I don't know. Like it just sounds like
Christopher. You gotta take care of Charlie Manhattan.
yeah.
Both of them have names. One, the person's name is Blackberry. The other, their name is Lean Marshall.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I don't know.
And there was a doctor bartending. Sorry. Yeah.
yeah, I don't give a shit about that. It's,
Okay,
it's the Charlie. It's the Charlie Man. It's the name itself of Charlie Manhattan.
Gotcha.
That's Blackberry. Like if it's in the 1800s,
And also-
everyone had a fucking weird. Fucking
Yes, but you said Charlie's a weird, like, not Charlie. I'm like,
strong enough
Blackberry's
to,
so much weirder.
Something
Okay.
strong enough to conquer the day. I don't think that would last.
Yeah.
You know, that
1800
just sounds
baseball
bullshit.
players like
Okay.
fucking Johnny Slappyfoot. Like that was just
They had absinthe in the day, like in that day. Like that is not something that someone
Okay.
would have said. If I'm wrong, I'll kill myself.
Yeah.
But
I
Do
just
it on
like picking
camera.
at people's deductive reasoning when I'm like, Yeah, but the other thing has the same.
You ever had a suicide on this podcast before?
We had Alec perform. I'd call it a performance.
Holy fuck.
And what do you got? What do you got?
I'm going with number 3, Charlie Manhattan.
Unanimous vote.
Manhattan. Charlie Manhattan.
I'm making a Manhattan here.
Just because, so I use a lot of AI to like run emails through, so don't sound so retarded. And it just sounds like it's with like a suave bartender, like shit like that.
Oh, true. Okay.
You know, and it's yeah, and it just sounds
suave.
AI, bro. You know what I mean?
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
You guys are all right. You guys are all right. You guys are all right. Okay. You want to try it again? We got 2 other cocktails we want to try here. Let's do.
Yeah.
Are they suave cocktails?
We'll start with they're all M cocktails. Funny enough, all 3 are M.
You gonna do martini or margaritas? Guess. Go ahead and choose.
Can we do both of them?
We're gonna do both. Which one do you want to do first?
It does not matter.
Please pick.
Let's do margaritas because that's the first one. I don't know why you started from the bottom. Because what are you, Drake?
Bourbon.
Do you also like
bourbon.
underage women?
Bourbon.
You like bourbon, Mr. Friend?
That was a funny joke, but ooh, okay, cool. Carson, you're gonna read the third one, so take your
Okay.
time. Okay, I'll read the first one. Here.
I'll read it 3 times over.
This is 2 truths in a bar lie, or sorry, 2 truths in a blackout lie.
This is how you guys
That's what we
find
call
out
it.
don't find out I'm illiterate.
No, for the origin stories for margaritas, we have 2 truths here, and one of them is an AI lie. This first one here is the hungover special of 1939. In 1939, bartender Rafa Gonzalez threw together some tequila, lime juice, and Cointreau in a fiery musician named Margarita Estrella, who demanded something refreshing. She took 1 sip, smiled, and declared, "This is my drink." Too hungover to argue, Rafa simply named it after her, and just like that, the margarita was born. Nick, you got the
All
next
right. And then we have the Rita theory from 1948. Another claim comes from Acapulco, Mexico, where Dallas socialite Margarita Sames is said to have whipped up the drink for her friends, including Tommy Hilton of Hilton Hotels. He reportedly loved it so much that it was soon featured at Hilton properties, helping spread the drink's popularity.
Number 3, we have the bar legend, 1930s to 1940s. Some stories suggest that the margarita evolved from the Daisy cocktail, which was a mix of brandy, citrus juice.
You should have had
so
Carson
good.
read the retard theory.
Citrus juice and grenadine. Margarita is Spanish for Daisy. I tried to go for the accent.
Daisy.
Daisy. Bartenders simply swapped brandy for tequila, making it a Mexican spin on the classic.
Hey, spin on the classic.
Hit it with that 3-wheel motion.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Cerveza Crista.
Fucking shit. So fucking stupid. God, Carson's done, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the hungover special is a lie.
Okay.
That is not. Oh, it's not the best thing for a hangover. I'll say that much.
That's the reason. Okay.
All right.
That's just
They say to keep drinking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but usually not tequila. It's
No.
usually,
It says here, the bartender was too hungover to argue with the girl. And just like, all right, cool. It's named after you, whatever, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know. My gut feeling was right last time, so I'm still gonna go with the hungover special.
Totally cool. Carson, what do you got?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think the hangover special. I swear to God, because like
You put a tiki torch in front of him, he'll follow anybody.
Ah, yes.
it just how the story is written and it sounds like, you know what I mean. But also, I don't know, the bar legend.
I read
one,
all of these stories, so that's why I don't know.
okay.
Yeah.
The bar legend one, that sounds kind of, I don't know. It's Margarita. Is that Spanish for Daisy?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't speak Spanish.
Margarita.
Shit. Daisy, I don't know if Daisy is.
Yeah, no, I'm going with bar number 3.
The
The bar
bar
legend.
legend almost sounds like the most true one to me.
You think?
You think so?
If that's the fake one, I'm going to fucking kill myself. How many times am I going to say that?
You have to do it here.
You said an Uber to Woodbridge. This is the place to do it, bro.
Yeah, why the fuck do you think I'm talking about suicide so much?
Yeah, I'm going with the bar legend number 3.
Okay. Bar legend number 3. I'll give you that. And then Nick.
That's the fake one.
I'm going number 2 simply because I worked for Hilton and I feel like I would have and I ran the bar.
Tommy Hilton is a weird name.
I like no, he's not like the dad or anything. It's Baron is the name of like the original.
So Tommy's
guy.
just like one of the sons.
It could be.
Yeah.
I never heard of Tommy, but like to me, it's like I ran a bar at a Hilton hotel. I feel like I would have known about the margaritas inventing there. So it's like I've never heard that, but I'm gonna go with that. But that's why because I worked there. But I don't know.
True. The lie here is the hungover special. 2 for 2, Gabe.
Have you ever heard of a functional alcoholic?
Yeah, let me know when you need a refill. I got you. I got everything here for you. Don't worry. Okay, and then we'll do the last one here before we get to the last segment.
All right, and then the last one is going to be martinis.
The martinis. Hey, you're going to read the third one, so if you want to do a little practice, okay?
Are you sure? That seems the shortest one might be the second.
Hey, you're going to read the second one, okay? Yes. Okay, got you. Nick, go ahead and read the first one for us.
All right.
Okay?
So for martinis, the first story, the New York origin, 1900s. Some attribute the martini's invention to New York in the early 1900s at the Knickerbocker Hotel.
I should have had him read that one.
Really glad it's me. I am really glad it's me reading this. No G's in that name. A couple R's, but where bartender John McKieran.
Blimey, mate, hold on to your knickers.
I got a drink coming for you.
Want to smoke a fag? Anyway.
And then we'll get cigarettes.
John
Person, you have cigarettes, right?
I got one. It's for you.
Jesus.
Okay, start from the top. Go ahead.
All right. Some attribute the martini's invention to New York in the early 1900s at the Knickerbocker Hotel, where bartender John McKieran is said to have perfected the martini as we know it today, combining gin, dry vermouth, and a lemon twist or olive. Like many classic cocktails, the martini's precise origin remains a bit mysterious, but it has certainly become one of the most iconic drinks of all time.
I don't like the exclamation point.
Yeah, what are you so excited
Yeah,
about?
all time fucking martini.
I mean, it is.
It is super
Martinis,
iconic,
yeah, of course, yeah.
You get the worst guess. From that
All right,
drink.
you get it, man. You
All
got
right,
it.
number 2, Vino Martini, 1870. In 1870, a dapper bartender named Vincent Vino Martini crafted a drink for a wealthy customer in New York City who was tired of whiskey. I'm out of breath, dude.
One thing.
Vino.
And stupid? What are you, me?
Okay, all right.
It's starting to hurt my feelings.
This is
all right,
feeling
guys,
too
no.
real right now, dude. All right? This is just like middle school,
Bring it back
okay?
to fourth grade.
I know you're having a podcast to read.
I would have practiced all night, man. Vino combined gin, dry vermouth, and a twist of lemon to create a refreshing, sophisticated cocktail. The customer took one sip and proclaimed, "This is a true martini."
This is a true martini.
Mamma mia. And the drink was named after Vino's last name. From then on, the martini became a classic choice of the elite, for the elite. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
And then the third story here is the California Gold Rush of the 1860s. One of the most popular story. You okay? Just watch me go. Sorry. One of the most
Studied.
popular story traces the martini back to San Francisco during the gold rush of the 1860s. A bartender named Jerry Thomas is said to have created a drink for a prospector who wanted something special before heading into the mines. He mixed gin, vermouth, and a lemon twist, serving it to the miner person who was mining, and after tasting it,
Wait, you mean
declared it a-
martinis are advertised to minors just like White Claws are?
Cheers. After tasting it, declared it was a hit. The drink was originally known as the Martinez and it evolved over time into the modern martini. Martinez to martini.
Martini.
Okay.
See, I feel like you're trying to cast some doubt.
No, because I know that martinis are. I can't say without like giving too much away. It's just so it is made with a vermouth, and the popular family that makes the vermouth are the Martini Rossi family. That's what. There's a little bit of that in all the stories. So I'm just, I know which one's true. I know which one's a lie. I also know what I know, but I also could have known a lie. That's what we know behind bars. Bartenders, we don't actually always know the truth. I'm actually going to let Nick vote first here and let you go last because you're going to affect his voting.
Yeah, straight up.
Well, no, he changed it after I brought it up last time.
Yeah, he did.
And you fucked up for it.
I'm already locked in on this one, though, so
Okay.
I know which one.
Yeah, I'm pretty locked in. So, like, number 2 throws me off just because the guy's last name's Martini.
All right, now
He
you guys
made
seem
up
to think
he
I'm a
made up the
follower.
drink,
Yeah.
and then the guy who the guest who drank the drink, this is a true martini. How the
Naming it
fuck
after
does
him? Like, yeah.
But how does he know that's his last name? This is a true I just don't understand how he can name it that.
After the guy who made it?
Yeah, but how would
Everyone, I mean, I always sound like I'm just trying to put you guys away. It's the 1870s. Everyone knows each other's last name. It's Mr. this, Mr. that. You're like, yeah.
Sorry, all of our
Yes,
last
because
names
you
are
were
Freeman.
alive in the 1870s.
No, I've just read shit. Come on.
I don't know,
Am I
man.
being crazy that people in the 1800s knew each other's last names?
Yeah,
don't
I
think
don't
you're
know.
calling
All
your
my
bartender
people's last
Mister,
names
though.
were like Freeman.
Yeah, but
because they
that's
were
still
free
a
man
weird
at
thing to
that
say.
point,
Like, if
so
you
I don't know.
if you made me, if you like improvised a cocktail, I wouldn't just be like, "Mamma mia, this is a true Ignacio."
Like, that's why I'm picking that. It just sounds fake.
Yeah.
And this is gonna end up being the right one, I'm sure.
I see it as like your son does something, you're like, oh, that's a true Meyer. Look at that kid. This is something this guy created.
Yeah, but it was a wealthy customer, not his son.
I get that, but it's something he created. Whatever, cool.
I feel like I've given away my answer already, but you know,
I'm going number 2. It's too dramatic.
the,
You know?
the AI adjectives: dapper, wealthy, you know, and also tired of whiskey. So that's not a replacement for whiskey.
Yeah.
What's a different liquor?
Yeah, it is a different liquor
It's
for sure.
like-
Yeah,
It's too different.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I see what he's
it's
saying.
gonna be the right one. It's gonna piss me off.
The customer.
But it sounds like we're all going too.
A refreshing, sophisticated. Sorry,
But I think we are a little bit missing it. That Isaac's explained that they're all AI.
Martini. Yeah, but this
But
is
it's
too
pushed
AI,
through.
man. You know what I mean?
It's 2 AI. Well, yeah, you do use AI a bunch, yeah. Because you clearly you can't write either.
He sells
You
mortgages
can't
all
read.
fucking day.
Hey, Paulie, this is a true martini.
You gonna take this some more?
Got a 2 fucking martini over here.
To concern
Christopher,
whom it
drink
may.
this. Tell me if it's a true martini. Christopher, I'm gonna choke you out if you don't tell me if this is a true martini. Cuts to black. Anyway,
Vito's the only Italian. I'm so confused.
Which one is it, bro?
What did you do your vote?
Yeah, number 2.
Talk about it instead of just saying you said what you were gonna agree. Sorry.
Well,
I was waiting for your. I
didn't
was waiting
talk
for your
about it.
explanation.
I said it's
yeah.
too dramatic.
Okay, gotcha.
we all talked about it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear his. I'm sorry. I was listening to yours. Oh, you're all right. It is Vino Martini.
Ah,
Yeah. I'm just very
Vino
confused by that.
Martini.
3 for 3.
You're 3 for 3. Yeah. Somebody knows AI. It's like people write you things and you can try to figure out, well, you know, what's real and what's fake, what should be passed, what should be patented or something.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
That would be crazy to
would be
have as
crazy.
a job.
Yeah. No, I'm just so much more confused because the number 3 story, Jerry Thomas is a real person. I know who that is. He's the first bartender in the United States to like travel and become famous. The martini, I didn't know was named after a guy named fucking Martinez. How does that make
Yeah,
sense?
so
does make
it's
sense.
but also, like you said, there's so many stories. Like
Yeah.
that's just a real story that's told a lot.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like we're like the 86 thing. We're never really gonna know where.
And you
that
know,
is.
I was thinking that too. I was still gonna give it to Vino Martini, but as soon as you brought up a flaw with story 3. I was like, that one's definitely
Yeah, that one really fucks me up. Because I just know it's Italian. Like martinis are Italian. It's after the Martini Rossi family. Like I'm so fucking confused. That's what I was like. How did the Italians hear it was called that and then make
almost
vermouth?
like number one is
Yeah.
probably the real story, because that's also around the time when more Italians came into the U.S. Around the turn of the century rather than the mid 1800s.
True, yeah.
That one might just be
Yeah, because an Italian liquor in fucking California in the 1860s doesn't make
there
sense.
might be a similar cocktail that was made in the mid 1800s that someone was like, this is close to what they're drinking as martinis now.
I think I'm just stuck on the
ASA,
fact
it's
that
very
like,
close to what they're drinking as martinis now. But
yeah, I guess I'm just stuck on the idea that like I don't want to give any credit to a Mexican, so yeah, that's where I'm at. What's
isn't
up,
that
Gabe?
what you are?
No, not yet.
I'm kidding. I know you're Filipino.
Yes. I also know you're not some sort of Spanish. I learned that like 3 weeks ago. I had no idea.
Oh yeah, what do you think I am?
I
Or
always
no, you know.
Yeah.
I know.
You guys all know. Do
No,
you
I
know?
don't know. I would love
You
to
guess,
guess.
Nick. Guess.
In this next segment here on the Bargoyles, we're gonna go dun dun dun. Guess Gabe's race. Go ahead, Nick.
Greek.
Actually, close as fuck.
That's close.
Romanian.
Romanian. Okay.
A bit dirtier.
See, Popescu is the most common last name in Romania.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I was
It
thinking.
means son of the Pope. And my great-grandfather, if you can believe this, was a well-renowned priest in Romania.
Wow.
And I'm just his godless fucking offspring who gets freedom in
You're gonna
the
love the
country
shirt
of
we made
America.
you.
Fucking hey. Well, you sound like a godless human being, and I get that. And we get a lot of guests like that in the bar. But sometimes your religion doesn't really affect whether or not we like you as a human being when you come to the bars. So we're gonna get to our final segment here. This is bar enemy, bar friend, where we're gonna ask you some questions and then figure out whether or not we think you're an enemy to the bar or the friend of the bar. It's really simple. Nick, let's pull up the questionnaire there because Carson doesn't know the questions, and it's going to be taking time to read.
Oh, please, God.
These are just find a question that you like, and then you'll ask him this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Find 2 because if it gets asked, you're gonna be fucked. So,
Have you ever lied about your birthday at a bar to get free anything?
Oh, like not... That doesn't include fake ID, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess it does.
Because I
Technically
was
it does, yeah.
like 18 to 21, I definitely had a fake ID.
Do you remember the name?
4615 no, it was my real name, but it was 4615 Pensacola.
You don't
Voyager
remember?
Drive, Pensacola, Florida 32514. My friend's dead grandma's address.
God damn, Jesus. Okay, but outside of that, inside of the bar, did you do any lying to get a free drink, get a free dessert? You know.
No, I've never lied about my birthday to get free shit. That's too stereotypically like Romanian.
Romnicelli, yes.
nice. That's what I have one for you.
Gypsies, sorry.
Have you and when is the last time you've woken up somewhere and didn't recognize after a night out?
Believe it or not, that has never happened to me.
Nice. So every time you've had even a fucked up night, you've always ended up home
Sometimes
or know where
like-
you were at.
Like in college, I've gotten the level of drunk where I turn on autopilot and just walk to my dorm.
Nice. Yep, done
If
that.
I get too fucked, if I've had to like in my adult life when I've had to drive somewhere, if I've gotten too fucked up, I remember who the fuck's house I slept at.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Got it. Cool. Yeah.
There was one time
Responsible.
ever, but this wasn't after like a bar. This was like my first weekend in college. I woke up in a friend's dorm and I knew, or a guy who I had just met's dorm. But like even then in the morning, I remembered that I was going to wake up there. You know, so I've never like woken up somewhere where I didn't know where the fuck I was. That has never happened to me. Believe it or not, I feel like I feel like FOMO. I feel like that's FOMO. Sometimes
I feel like me over-explaining is what
sometimes-
you just did.
Sometimes I've woken up in my house and been like, how the fuck did I get
yeah,
back?
yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
found like
yeah.
piles of puke in my toilet and being like, damn, what the fuck happened?
Who's shit in my
But
pants?
I've known where I was every time I've woken up.
Damn. I'll ask this as somebody. What? Actually, no. You have a question, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I lost it. Wait, I got it. How many nights a week do you go out drinking?
Oh, every night.
What's that Beatles song? 8 days a week. I mean,
Second Beatles reference today.
I drink mostly when I'm doing comedy.
Yeah.
And I do comedy pretty much every day. So
I would say this is like drinking. You know what I mean? Not just like a couple drinks. You know, like how many?
Throwing it back.
Yeah, you drinking, not just drinking.
Kind of depends on my mood. I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe like if I'm like drinking to the point where I am risking like a loss of memory, maybe 3 days a week.
Okay.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
No, that's is that an under? I mean, fuck. At some point, it would have been 5.
I'm proud of you. I like
Got a
it.
boy.
That's jeez. 5 is so. I'll ask this then on that same thing.
I just need to work on my sleep apnea.
What's get that mask in? What to you would you consider to be a bender in days in a row, and what is your longest bender? I've heard people go, I'm 2 days into my bender. I'm like,
How
that's not a
many?
bender.
How many years ago was 2012? How many days ago?
That's what I'm
was
saying. Like, that's not a
2012?
bender. Just because you drink every day, that's not a bender.
No.
Like, yeah.
Let's see. A bender. Okay, so a weekend is 2 days. So to me,
I do 3 days because I start Thursdays.
so to me, a bender is 3 days plus.
okay.
Yeah. No, Thursday, that's like, you want it to be the weekend. That's like the
Yes.
alcoholics weekend.
Yeah.
And I
Schedule an easy day Friday, go hard Thursday, Friday start again.
Or a Thursday to Sunday, 4 days. Longest bender. Fuck. I mean, I guess it would have to be when I was like in a fraternity and I was doing Rush. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, like getting blasted
Blackout?
every day.
God.
Because also, like in college, I would never black out. That's something that started like 2 years ago for
Well,
me.
you don't black out. You time travel.
Yes, sure, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't time travel. I hadn't gained the
On the
ability.
fucking sticker, respect the show, bitch.
I hadn't gained the ability to time travel yet in college, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
I would still remember everything until like 2 years ago.
Okay. All right. Fucking 2 weeks is crazy. That's fucking psycho. I love that for you. That's fucking psycho.
But it's also like, I don't know. That probably counts as like the biggest bender because we'd also have. Yeah, never mind.
I mean, that's what I asked.
But
Was your longest bender? Yeah, that's perfect.
I'd go week and a half.
Week and a
'Cause
half.
Some
Okay.
some days we'd take it easy. Let's go week and a half.
So I'll ask you, somebody coming from Virginia to now living in a metropolis like DC. When in Virginia, what was your go-to drunk food, and what is it now when you're in the city?
If anyone in Virginia has a different answer, I'll kill them. Cookout.
Okay.
Go to drunk food?
I've never lived areas where we
didn't
don't
get
have
them up here
We don't have them up
until like
Northern
very
Virginia.
recently.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get
No,
them.
but that's your answer. That's your answer.
Yeah.
I
We
thought- I
just
was-
got them up here.
I was gonna be
Okay,
like, yeah,
I
Taco
assumed,
Bell. My
I
bad.
assumed you were also. I assumed you'd had them as long as I'd had them, and it was like, all right.
Yeah, we just got them
No,
up
man,
here.
we're asking you. Don't give the answer to
Yeah.
everyone else. Give your fucking answer. Yeah.
No, I'm just surprised at your reaction to me saying cookout. But yeah, no,
I've never had
definitely
cookout. I've never had it.
I respect
Brother,
it.
what are you doing after this?
I'm taking you home. I was gonna see if we wanted to hit a mic in DC instead of going to Palm. Because I'm
We'll
waitlisted.
talk about this later.
I'm waitlisted in Palm. Yeah,
We'll talk
I was
about
like,
this
yeah,
later.
Okay.
But
Or if you find a cookout, whatever, I'm down to hang.
There's one in Manassas.
I don't want to hang out with you.
God damn.
no, definitely. If anyone lives near a cookout and hasn't had it, best bang for your buck that you could ever get at a fast food restaurant. It is fucking sloppy shit food.
Yeah.
But if you're drunk, it's like it exists to be drunk food, right? And I remember I also used to love getting like pledges in my fraternity to go to cookout and get me a tray with 2 quesadillas, and the sides would each also be quesadillas, right?
Yeah.
Because on one hand, I love the quesadillas that cookout has.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I've gotten weird looks making that order, and I want someone else to get those looks.
All right, Mr. Puerto Rico. You're like,
But
I'm not.
also-
I'm okay.
Also, the burgers are good.
Okay.
Yeah. Burgers get they got
Milkshakes
like
are
crunch
good.
wraps too.
Yeah,
See, but
milkshakes
now
are-
you're in DC, major metropolis. What's your drunk food?
Oh, I'm going to have to shout out a small business. There is a pizza restaurant
Wow.
across the street from me called Pizza Doro. Pizza Doro.
Shout out Pizza Doro.
Yeah.
Here's the address.
Fucking, I don't know what the exact address is, but it's on T Street.
We do that in post. That's the whole. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, they have some really good pizza.
So what's your order from there?
I'll either get the meat lovers or the buffalo chicken pizza.
Okay.
And if I get the buffalo chicken pizza, I also add like extra ground beef to it because I'm a fat ass.
Attaboy.
Buffalo chicken with ground beef.
Sounds so good.
Attaboy.
Damn.
dude.
Sometimes that's either because I saw one for hangover cure. That's either drunk food or a hangover cure for me.
Oh, okay. Are those two mutually exclusive?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. I fucks with that. Nick, you got a question?
Yeah, I do. What is a dollar amount that you feel like you could give up alcohol forever? What dollar amount could be handed over to you? And it'd be forever. You just accept this money.
Never drink again.
And you could never drink again.
What's your price on fun?
How much does a gun and exactly one bullet cost?
Here in Virginia, brother? I got you.
Yeah, right. Because we can get you a high point for real cheap. And you only need one bullet because you can't shoot two out of a high point.
No, I just want to have your fingerprints on it so I can commit crimes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know. How much does a life supply of cocaine cost?
Yeah, it doesn't say you have to stop drugs.
Yeah, no, you can stop drugs. So what is that price that's going to pay for the drugs for you for the rest of your life then? You got to come up with a number.
A number. Well, okay. If I'm gonna quit drinking, if I'm gonna quit half of my personality, God, that's sad to say. God,
It's so accurate though, bro.
no, it's not half. It's like 25.
Did you not see the intro video? The worst, what I felt so bad when I cut
Those
that intro
guys
video.
have never heard me talk about heavy metal, dude. Okay, but I don't know. I would have to be the richest man on earth to quit alcohol. So,
God.
how much money does Elon Musk have? That plus $1, and we'll call it.
That's crazy. The richest man in the world is what it's going to cost. Then you have real fucking. I can't wait for like 10 years from now when I meet sober Gabe with a fucking kid. I'm just like, what happened,
Short
bro?
hair.
You're like Elon Musk money, dog.
There's
Like-
gonna be it's gonna be 6 feet under.
Okay. Jesus, what the fuck? Damn. That's fucked
Is
up.
this too sad? Am I
No,
making
I think it's
too
hilarious.
sad of an episode?
So I was gonna say, like,
Got a lot sadder. my
I
friend.
felt, yes, we have. Yes, we have. See, at least you're being funny about it. That's, I don't care what
See, 'cause
emotion
I
we're doing, as long as
can't
we're
put a
being funny.
dollar amount on it, right? Like,
No, because I was saying, like, I felt bad when I was cutting your clip where I was like, man, all those times I shouted you out for being a drunk asshole dickhead, I was like, I didn't really know you. I just heard all the stories. And then, like, you and I kept passing
yeah,
circles.
how dare
and,
you
like,
cut my clit? How dare you cut my clitoris?
It really hurt.
I heard that's what they do.
You deserve no pleasure.
Yeah, I heard they do that. Yeah. Golly.
Jesus.
Shout out Nesma.
Hey, have you been able to find one?
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, okay.
I got one.
Carson got one.
Wait, scroll down a little bit.
Oh, God, you remember it?
No, I got it. So, do you have a limit of drinks you'll drink in a night? Like, so mine's like 10.
I don't have a numerical limit because some people pour harder than others. I have a feeling where I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
How, so then I would ask this of you, as somebody who struggles with this, when you're going out and you already have a number in your head, you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna get too crazy. What happens when you get to that wall of like, oh shit, I'm about to go crazy? Do you stop yourself? Do you let yourself go, or do you have any like mantras?
Usually, if I like feel that feeling, I'm like, no, I'm fucking done.
Yeah,
Right.
and you just go, I'm done. That's it. You're good.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Unless it's like, say I'm at like a friend's birthday party, or like I have told myself I'm going hard tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I feel a certain feeling, I'm like, I'm done. I have self-control. This is how you manage to
I
be a
don't. That's why I'm like,
alcoholic.
how do you do it? You just say no, and then you stop?
Sometimes I fuck up. Clearly, you saw the clip, but
It was just funny because like when I first started that clip, I was like, I don't really know this guy that well, and I kept seeing you in the rooms, and like you always gave such a good energy to me, and I was like, this guy's so nice to me, and I'm really nice to him, but
dude,
like
you also
I
had
was
the most like chaotic energy out of anyone I saw at the most of the mics.
Oh, thanks,
right?
man.
So retard recognize retard, I guess.
just two dogs like, is that what's that asshole I smell? Yeah, okay, love that.
You've really got that dog in you, and that's just because you're Asian. But
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Why is that not a fucking button?
Right? Yeah, how is that not a drop?
Do you want, do you want me to record it? So you
Oh,
can have
please,
it?
yeah, please. Yeah. But with the yeah, do that whole thing. Yeah.
Nintendo Kawaii Pearl Harbor.
Man, you speak South Park Japanese. I know that.
Goddamn Mongolians!
I hated that I first did this when we first started having comics on. I'm going to ask this now, and I hate that I'm doing this. Can you do the Asian joke that we all the hard R?
Oh,
I don't think Nick's heard it, and it's one of my favorite
I actually
fucking jokes.
haven't done this
Yes,
joke in
it's
a
my
fucking minute.
favorite fucking
Thank you
joke.
for reminding
Yes.
me that joke
Yes.
exists. Yes. Right, so white people, right? White people get a lot of shit for being racist, right? Rightfully so, like clearly rightfully so, but like wait till you hear about Asians, because Asians are so racist that they always pronounce black people with a hard R. Oh, black people! Like,
That's the joke. Yeah, I've told that joke to more people, and be like, "You gotta hear Gabe do it." But if you don't, I'm gonna do it right now. I fucking
Same,
love that
dude.
joke.
Same.
It's so
my
fucking
favorite
funny.
times doing that joke is when I didn't have to like actually do the accent.
Oh, and they
when
just
people
got it?
like actually
Yes.
heard it, I would still do it because there are people who wouldn't get it, but be like, "Oh, black people." It's very fun to do.
I'll ask this since we're on the sense of nationalities here. Do you think who do you think ethnicity-wise are the drunkest people in the world?
Eastern Europeans.
Oh wow, okay.
I am genetically built to drink liquor and smoke cigarettes. Like
Okay.
I saw a
Not pay for cigarettes though.
yes, yes, sir.
One pack every 8 months.
No, every night. Anyway, I saw an article that like ranked countries by alcohol consumption. Romania ranked third. And that does not take into account all of the homemade liquor
God.
that every single person and their mother makes in Romania. I swear to God, if I ever get some from my relatives again, there is a very traditional drink called Suica. It is brandy made out of plums, and every Romanian mother or like uncle makes it in their basement.
Similar to moonshine, like a Romanian
It's
moonshine. I would say?
brandy,
Yeah.
right?
Okay,
so
yeah.
it's like they make wine out of plums and then they
Yes.
distill it into, and then you get it if it's like somewhere between 30 to 50%. It's called Suica. Palinka is the same thing, but distilled a step further, and that's like more common in like Serbia as well. And that's still like plum brandy, but it's like 60% booze.
Are you familiar with like grappa from the Georgians?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Similar in a sense or no?
I
don't know exactly. I just
had
know
grappa
Georgians I drink
before,
with. Yeah.
I just don't know what grappa is made out.
Okay. Gotcha.
So
Okay,
I
yeah.
couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Okay. I was gonna say we got some disgusting liquors we like to shoot here. I always have some moonshine on hand.
There's nothing more disgusting than Fireball. So
We have Malort, my
We
friend.
have Malort.
Malort is a close second.
Is that a knockoff Fireball?
Do you want to do a shot?
Fuck it.
Have you never had Malort before?
Nah.
Oh.
Malort can, baby. Let's go. Give me a
We'll
shot.
do it live! Fuck it, we'll do it live! We gotta see this.
Where's the bottle? Should be to your right. Can you see on the ground there? Yeah.
One of my favorite bars, one of
my
my favorite dive bars to drink at in DC is one that's
Coney.
like 2 blocks up from me. It's called Ivy and Coney.
Ivy and Coney, yeah.
Yeah, they have like cheap drinks. They're strong, but they also love shots of Malort.
Yes.
That's where I've done one for the first time. I am not gonna do one. Those are disgusting.
Wait, really? Is that bad?
No, it doesn't matter. You're trying it.
No, Carson and I are doing it.
I'm also drinking another liquor straight. So
That is true. What is it? Like, is it?
Malort is from
Isn't
a
it
pharmacy,
Chicago?
a pharmacy out of Chicago by a guy named Jepson, who was a Swiss dude who loved going back home and seeing.
All right, AI, what's the real story?
Oh, sorry. A dapper.
A dapper bartender named Malort.
Paul Jepson
bartender.
was a Swiss guy, so he owned a pharmacy and he was a tobacco guy, and he liked going home to try a certain kind of liquor, and it was the only liquor that he could taste. Don't even do that yet. It was the only liquor that he could taste because he had so much like rotted just tobacco in his mouth that this was it. So it's wormwood, and it's from like his back home in Switzerland.
The only
somewhere, but something that's the basis of the story, and he brought it back and sold it to people, and people in Chicago were just like,
It's
"Oh
like
shit!"
if fucking absinthe had an extra chromosome, I guess.
Yes, yeah. Oh man, damn.
Because I love absinthe, but that almost just sounds pretentious to say on
Is
its
this
own.
worth an absinthe?
It's yeah.
Do you
I
not
think
like
so.
absinthe?
Absinthe is just hallucination. Taste
So
wise,
I've had it like once, and it was just so strong it like disintegrated in your mouth. It just
Well,
tastes like licorice.
you're supposed to mix it with sugar and water. It's
sugar.
supposed to
Yeah,
just
I
taste like
didn't do that.
licorice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. You probably just drank 70% liquor, and yeah, that's why it felt that way.
Right, numbed your fucking.
Was that wrong?
Yes. Well, yes and no, but I guess it could be disgusting in the way taking a shot of Everclear is disgusting.
Yeah.
But that one just tastes gross.
Really? All right, let's do it.
But Wormwood is also in absinthe,
is.
so
oh god, I hate that.
that's why I'm like extra chromosome absinthe.
Oh, fuck me, dude.
After the show.
That's a Malone right there. Jesus Christ, dude. It just keeps going.
Yeah, it doesn't stop.
Yeah, it doesn't stop. You have to get it out. You have to, yeah.
That's the most bitter taste I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, it sucks.
Why do you have that?
For moments like this.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
We
you?
had,
Cardell 69.
Trust me, actually,
Cardell 57. Follow
actually,
him.
the worst thing I've ever tasted.
Spit in my mouth.
get this boy a Coca-Cola.
Actually, the worst thing I've ever tasted was this bottle of snake whiskey. This guy I knew in college. who had-
Habusaki.
Listen, it had a snake and a scorpion in it, but both of those carcasses were decomposing in this whiskey,
fuck,
right?
dude.
And so there was a guy in my frat who, without explaining the full story, was just like, all right, if this one guy apologizes about his statements against the Chinese, I'll donate a bottle of liquor to the house, right? And so the guy is like, "Yeah, dude, I was blackout. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was incapable of saying anything other than."
I've never seen someone do a Mio like that. It's supposed to go in your water, bro.
It did the trick. It's out.
Anyway,
That's crazy. All right.
anyway,
Fight chemicals with chemicals, yeah.
long story short, my friend just leaves this bottle of snake whiskey
Yeah.
in my house that I lived in college, and the first time I tried it, I was tripping on acid. Right?
Oh my god.
And, things don't taste the way they normally do. So I'm coming down from acid. I took a shot of snake whiskey and I was like, hell yeah. Then I tried it again in the morning, and before I even smelled it, immediately puked. Didn't actually puke, but had to gag.
It
and
smell
everything.
rotten?
It was bad, right?
Yeah.
It was fucking horrendous. And I kept it around because every time someone would be in my room, I'm like, oh, you want to try something weird? Have this snake whiskey. I'll show you a picture of it later.
You still have it?
I definitely still have a picture of it somewhere, but I have to scroll through a lot of memes.
Fermented snake whiskey.
Nick, look up for me Habu, Habu, space sake, Sake. This is what we used to drink back in Okinawa. It was just a fermented fucking. I was doing the joke. But, no, it's literally the same thing, but it's a habu. So the habu snake is the most venomous snake, they say. Maybe it's probably my.
You said
area.
Habu B. My sorry.
Yeah.
Habu.
Yeah, like Mabu, like the rapper.
God damn.
Rapper.
Yeah, and then just go to the images.
said go where?
Just go to the images, just so you can see it. Yeah. This
God damn.
Oh,
boy.
they call it habushu. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, they sell this all over. Yeah.
Bushu. That actually
It's illegal to take out of the country, so when I hear people talking about it, I'm like, you talking about habusaki? Like, that shit
That's
is...
a whole fucking snake in there, dude.
Yeah.
That actually looks way more appetizing than the snake whiskey that
Oh,
we
you were...
had.
yeah. Send it to me, and we'll add it in post. Cool? Thanks for listening. Oh,
Look at
he got it. He got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Oh, God.
Habusake.
You can just text it to me, and we can pull it up.
I'm
here.
gonna
Okay.
text it to you right now.
Yeah, I can pull it up right here.
Oh, man.
Jamie,
That's
pull it up.
absolutely crazy.
Damn, bro, 900 messages.
I don't... Yeah. What do you... I don't text back. It's kind of my thing.
Mr. Popular.
It's not popular at all. I just get anxiety, and I don't want to text you back.
I have a good
you
233
Let me know.
unread messages.
Let me know when you send it.
Most of them are saying
you
something
can pull
about
it
how
up,
I
it's
owe
fine.
a
I got
toll
anything
fee
to
or
do.
something.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Ooh, what the fuck?
You put that in an old Hennessy VS bottle? You guys are garbage.
Oh, is that what that is? Is that what that is? I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, there's a Hennessy VS bottle.
So how the fuck did my friend get the fucking scorpion in there?
No
are
idea.
you just now telling me that my friend
Yeah, just,
jerry-rigged
just
this?
stuffed it in there.
Get him on the phone.
Or he put it in it, raised it, and then let it die inside, possibly.
Oh man.
Take a baby one, put it inside, and then raise it like it's in a terrarium, I guess.
And then drown it in whiskey.
Your friend's a fucking serial killer. That's
How much time does he got? Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Speaking on time, we got like 2 more questions here, and then let's wrap this segment up here, boys. Or the show.
Babies come from?
So I'll ask this one. I usually ask knowing the answer. This one I have no idea. As somebody who lived in Virginia, we go to ABC stores. Would you park the car, or would you just pull up to the fire lane, hop out, grab your bottle, and go?
I would park the car.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was one time, right? There was only one time, and I still parked the car, right? But it was when I lived
Putting
in
in
Richmond.
park isn't parking.
It
but
was
yeah.
no. I parked the car, but then I saw because it was like VCU student only parking, and I saw the guy like coming up to my car, and I was like, "Hey man,
Oh, yeah.
hey man, I'm gonna be less than 5 minutes." And he's like, "Don't worry about it, I got you."
Oh, nice.
But other than that, no, I've always parked the car
Okay.
and then just drank on my drive home.
Yeah. I'm not saying you're not fucked up. Yeah, I'm not saying you're not fucked up. What is your drink order when you go to bars? We didn't ask anything about being in bars.
Gin and tonic, always my go-to at a bar.
Really?
Yeah, you can't fuck up a gin and tonic. And like I told you when I first started comedy, I gained like 25 pounds because I would drink 12 PBRs a night. So I was like, when I moved to DC, I was like, all right, well, PBR is going to be almost as expensive as a fucking beer, as a fucking liquor drink, right? So I'm like, I should switch to gin and tonics because they're less calories and will get me drunker.
Hell yeah.
Tonic, no
What
calories.
moved you to bourbon then? I was thinking this whole time you were
Oh,
a bourbon.
bourbon is what I like to just drink on my, like if I buy something from the liquor store, I'm going to buy bourbon for myself. If I were to just buy bourbon at bars, I would be bankrupt.
Oh, because you like good bourbons?
I fucking hate Evan Williams.
Gotcha.
And this is also, I guess, kind of an interesting story. But like, I used to hate whiskey when I was in high school because my dad, I was stealing liquor from my parents, right? Yeah, so my dad is the type of person who thinks that Evan Williams is just as good as like good whiskey. Oh, but he would splurge on like really good rums. So when I was in high school, my view of liquors was a little distorted. I was like, rum is the best thing in the world. Then I tried like Wild Turkey one time with my friend. I was like, oh, this is good. And I tried like really shit rum, and I was like, oh, I get it now.
Gotcha. Okay. Damn. Yeah, I'd be so weirded out if as someone who bartends, I know people who order gin and tonics. If I saw you walk up, order gin and tonic, and then do your set, I'm like, hey, maybe gin and tonics are too classy for you. Let's move. You got to be drinking something else.
You've seen me at so many you've seen me at like the winery open mics where I get like beer inside.
Yeah, I've seen you do those. Yeah, and you usually get
I've
IPAs.
seen you at Electric Palm so many times. Yeah. If I'm drinking beer, it's usually IPAs.
Yeah.
Also, funny story with how I got turned on to IPAs was because I've mentioned I had a fake ID when I was like 18 to 21, and someone who was older than me in college gave me the advice of like, oh, if you buy like a case of Busch on a fake ID, that's a little sus. Okay. But you order like a nice IPA, they're less likely to look at you. And I honestly deserve a fucking Oscar for like my performance when I talked about growing up in Pensacola, Florida, to a cashier at Harris Teeter who had seen it. But she would have a conversation with me about my specific beers. She was really old and I think trying to hit on me. But,
of course, Pensacola, yeah. What the fuck? Bargoyles tip of the day: if you're underage ordering liquor or any kind of beer, know your drink order as given to you.
Get a nice IPA.
Damn. All right, well, let's fucking go to a vote here. What we're going to do here is determine whether or not we, as the people who work at the bar, would like to serve him as a guest. If we like him, he's a bar friend. If we don't, that makes him a bar enemy. Carson, how you feeling now that your mouth's all sweet? He has not talked since the Malort. I'm just letting you guys know. I wasn't gonna say anything.
That was
He
the
has
worst
not
thing
talked
ever,
since
dude.
the Malort.
That was the
He
worst.
sprayed all my Mio. He sprayed all my Mio.
I still think Fireball is worse than
No
that.
fucking way,
Just
dude.
because
No way.
it goes by a whiskey, right?
Yo, I think you're a bar amigo, Holmes.
Oh, ASA.
Here's the martini glass, guys. It's fucking, I just remembered I had this. It's named after this family, the Martini Rossi family
the Rossis.
of Italy, of Torino.
Just let the Mexicans have it, bro. It's
That's
Martina.
also probably the best vermouth to make a Negroni with.
What?
Oh, and I also
Knickerbocker.
should have mentioned that I do have my own recipe for a cocktail that I make sometimes.
Next
and
time we'll do
because when I was in high school and I was just stealing random liquors from my parents and figuring out what I had to mix with, I came
You
up
have a
with
super
like,
soda?
oh shit! No, I would like muddle up. I would figure it out if I muddle up watermelon chunks with honey instead of simple syrup and lemon juice. You can put a shit ton of vodka in that, and you can't tell. That's I don't have a name for it, but that's like my cocktail.
Come up with a name.
Next time you're on the show, we will have
The
that
fat
drink
retard.
That'll sell.
just based on the name alone.
I just laughed like a fat
Well,
retard.
it's watermelon, so I have a name for it, but I don't think I can say it.
Knickerbocker. Carson, you got the first vote. What do you think? If you were bartending, if you were serving at a bar, you worked at a bar, would you like him as a guest? What do you think?
Amigo.
Yeah?
Bar friend,
My
dude.
friend.
Yeah.
You know, because he's buying a lot of drinks and he should go make money off of him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Wait, do you tip well?
Yes. Of course I tip. Well, you got to tip at least
We didn't ask
20%.
that.
Yeah.
We didn't ask that.
Yeah.
We need to
we
make
didn't
sure.
ask.
Yeah. Okay. Nick, what do you got?
So I think with having a simple drink order, gin and tonic, walk in the bar, super easy peasy, that helps things out. But the reason why you order it is not really awesome. I get it because I get drunker faster. I get more drunk.
I also say that kind of to be funny. I'm trying to not put on as much like carbs from beer.
True.
As if I really care that much, but I have to care like ever so slightly.
Yeah,
Unless I want to look like Xavier Montez.
Shout out.
Rolling.
Jesus.
Down a hill.
And now you're
I'm sorry, I actually love
people.
Xavier.
You know what I mean?
I actually love Xavier so much, and I would say that to his face.
Because there's so much to love.
This has been fucking fun.
I'd say that to his gut.
Oh man. Yeah, now that you're fat shaming people, that is a bar enemy right there.
One of one.
Hey, that's fat on fat violence.
Hey, friendly
man.
fire over
Crime
here.
is
Come on
crime,
now.
man.
Fat Friendly Fire. That's the name of the episode. No, shit.
this
It's 1-1.
guy.
Yeah, it's 1-1 here. It's for me, like as a person behind the bar, I see your drink orders. I've seen your debauchery. I've heard about your debauchery. And I'm just like, it is hard for me to see positives in you as a guest at my bar. Luckily,
What is a paycheck not a fucking positive to you?
we didn't talk about your
Amen.
tipping. We didn't talk about your tipping.
Amen.
What's a good tip to you may not be a good tip to me. I don't know that. I don't know. We didn't talk about it. We didn't, and we're not.
It is
we're
never
not-
less than 20%.
That's not great. That's
It
20
is
is
never
basic. 20 is what you should do.
20 is if I don't like you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
And based
We
on
could've talked
this,
about it earlier. Yeah.
based on this,
20%.
I also do have the autism about numbers. So
Yeah.
like, here's the thing: if it's under 20%,
Yeah.
if it's 20%, but I need to round up to another like
Always
full
round,
number, I'll even go up to like 27 just to get that full fucking number.
Okay.
You know? So, bar enemy.
The only thing that is saving you from me not saying bar enemy, this is the one thing, is because of your stand-up comedy. Not your like you on stage. That shit sucks. Your stand-up comedy. I'm kidding. You know I love you, dog. You know I love you.
At least
No,
I don't
yeah.
say straight jokes during my set.
No. So like, if I am a bartender, I know I get Gabe on Tuesdays. I can mentally prepare for all that Tuesday from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock before you get there. I get that because you have such a regimented schedule. People behind the bar are like, all right, he is going to be here. He's going to be debaucherous. He's going to drink too many PBRs. He may be screaming during your karaoke set. But I'm only getting it once a week because tomorrow he's got to be at another bar. The night after that, he has to be at another bar. And so for that, I'm going to give you bar friend. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. It's not unanimous.
It was bar friend at first. He just really likes fat bitches for some reason.
Don't talk about Xavier like that, man. Xavier is very nice. But you get the certified bar friend shirt. So if you look to your right in that bag there, that black shirt there, go ahead and put your shirt down or drink down. Sorry.
Oh, that's
Check
sick.
it out.
You're asking a lot of me.
Yeah.
Dude, that's sick.
That is the custom Bargoyles death metal shirt that we made just for you.
Oh fuck yeah! No, I was about to say I love the metal band font on it, and we didn't even broach the surface of heavy metal.
They just look at you.
Me and Carson definitely could talk about that a lot.
2 hours.
That would not be a good podcast. So it's not. It
You have no idea that I have other parts of my personality too, because you never asked.
Yes,
He doesn't
exactly.
just drink, man.
Yes.
There's a lot to
just
this
be
guy.
a sexy piece of ass.
I
that you
also
are,
do
okay?
ketamine.
Hide your horses.
All right, guys. We will see you next week. No idea who we got next week, but as always, like and subscribe. Send to a friend.
That's gonna be fun to edit.
Ouch.
See ya.
See ya.
What's up? I'm Isaac. I got hit in the face by a stripper.
And I'm Nick. I'm like a fat girl in 7th grade and 7 a.m.
Welcome to the Bargoyles,
where we break down restaurants, bars,
the chaos of stand-up comedy.
from bad Yelp reviews.
To heckler horror stories
We've got the inside scoop.
and the laughs.
I was gonna say I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Shout out.
Who needs therapy when you got the Bargoyles?